I want to talk about today, whatever it is. You don't have to be a speaker, whatever, but it's something that you want to do, pursue a profession, or you have especially when it comes to, self-employment. Like you have a vision, you have you have a dream that you want to do. And, one thing that I see, it's not everybody, but one thing that I see is I see people try too hard. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about effort. I'm not talking about, praying. I'm not talking about, being yourself. You should always go hard on those things. But I see a lot of people try too hard to impress people. They try too hard to act like they're at a place where they're not. And, they fall in love with the perception. We live in a social media era where perception is everything until your reality gets exposed. We try so hard with filters, all these things. We're programmed to put up a perception to make people believe, that we're doing something that we're not. And that's people always ask me the key. And I say the first thing is you got to be honest with yourself, because perception ain't doing nothing. You fooling everybody else, but your life is still being in the same place. You know what I'm saying? When you go home at night, you know what's real. You know what I'm saying? You can't fool yourself and God. You can fool social media, you can fool everybody else, but at the end of the day, the results will eventually expose you, will eventually show up. And results aren't everything. Sometimes your results aren't where they want to be, but at the end of the day, if you're really living a certain lifestyle, if you're really doing a certain thing. So I kind of relate to this, and some of you might can relate. I know with my son, a few days ago, I told my son, asked me, can he go outside, right? Can he go outside to play? I was like, all right, cool. But I thought about it. I was like, well, did you clean up your room? And he was like, nah, I didn't clean up my room. I said, well, go clean up your room. Okay. And I knew his room, and I used to be like this too growing up. I knew his room was like a 45-minute clean job. His room was pretty messy. So I knew it was going to take some time to clean his room properly. And so Tristan goes up there, cleans his room, and he comes back down within 15 minutes. He's like, all right, Dad, I'm about to go outside. And I'm thinking to myself, that was pretty quick. Either he's like a beast at cleaning or something's up. And I started to think about myself and what I used to do, and my mom used to tell me to clean my room. So I go up there. It's so funny. I go up there and so I start searching, right? I'm like, he probably put stuff under his bed. And what do I know? It's a whole bunch of mess under his bed. I go to the closet. I'm like, he probably put stuff in his closet. And what do I know? It's a whole bunch of stuff in his closet. So he didn't really clean his room. He just put stuff, quote unquote, swept it under the rug. That's what I used to do. I know some of you used to do that too. So you can hurry up and go outside. So I call him up there. I say, Tristan, man, clean up your room for real, man. And so the reason I'm telling you that story is because a lot of our lives are like that, right? We want to put off the perception of having a clean life, right? We want to put off the perception of success, whatever the world's definition of success. I have my own definition, but I'm gonna just use that definition so we all can relate. We want to put up that, right? We want to act like we have a clean life when we have a lot of mess in our life, but we always want the quick route. So what do? We sweep things under the rug, right? Even with relationships. On social media, we'll put up this perception like everything is good, right? So we can please the world. Like I always say, we please people that could care less about us anyway, that really our problems are their entertainment. And so we sweep it under the rug and we don't deal with those issues. And what usually happens is that stuff, like Tristan, when he swept under the bed, if he wouldn't have cleaned it up, his room would have smelled like trash, like straight up. And a lot of times in our life, that stench starts to come off. We might look good, we might look clean from the outside, but we got a stench in our life because we haven't took care of the mess in our life. And so Tristan had the perception, right, of a clean room, but in reality, his room wasn't clean. And so I kind of wanted to tell that story just to inspire somebody out there. It's okay. It's okay to not have it all together. It's okay to not be at a certain point. I had to start, you see the bags in the back? I wanted to show you how it's real. You see us on the road, two of us, you know what I'm saying? This is reality. Some people think, oh, Trent, you have a big team and you take planes everywhere. This is reality.
You got the entourage.
Yeah, like I got a big, nah, this is reality. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, you got to go get it. You know, I'm not going to go into whole detail of what I do behind the scenes or what we do a lot. That's a reality. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people in my shoes would, you know, try to get on the planes and, you know, do all these nice things to make you guys believe that they're somewhere where they're not. I don't believe in that, because I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and try to please people if that means that I'm draining my own life. You know what I'm saying? So fall in love, I'm not going to say fall in love with your reality. Of course, fall in love with perception, but you have to embrace your reality, because you'll never beat a reality. You'll never get over a reality that you're choosing to run from. My quote that I always tell you is what? You'll never win your war by running from your battle. So it's okay to start small. Like when I first started speaking, literally it was like 10 people there. Like I can't get spoiled by 1,000 people showing up. The point is that I'm getting a chance to impact lives. That's all that I care about. But see, a lot of people wouldn't, you know, a lot of people in quote unquote my position, that's like, oh, that's a failure to them. It's never a failure if I get to impact. I don't care if it's one person there, straight up. You know, so the point I'm just trying to make today, man, is don't ignore your reality. Don't let people make you live this perception. And another thing too that I want to say is take advantage of opportunity. You know, I'm not gonna get too detailed, but I'll just use me for example. You know, when I first started, even today, I would do so many things for free because I knew that this was my life and my purpose. You know, I would go anywhere, schools, it didn't matter. I still do those things. Time is now the thing for me. You know, I don't want to spend too much time around for my family. So you have to get to positions, you know, where you make those decisions in your life. But I just run across a lot of people that they say they want something. They say they want something, but then they're picky about the opportunity. Now, I'm not saying if the opportunity is against your standards, against your values, yes, do not take it. But I see a lot of people who are picky about the opportunity, and like that's their greatest prison, because they want to act like they're something or act like they're somewhere, because they are somebody, everybody is, but they want to act like they're somewhere when they're actually not there, because like I said, they want to please social media, please people. And so to the people out there, just my advice is like, if an opportunity shows up in your face for you to share your gift, go do it, because you never know the blessing in that opportunity. Like when I would go speak for free anywhere, that allowed me more opportunity to speak, because as soon as I spoke, guess what? Somebody else inboxed me and said, hey, I was at this event. I want you to speak at this event. That's called the grind. It's called humbling yourself. Let's get it.